options are few. Got the premier boys lined up 2 by 2. Discord's buzzing, everybody's feeling right. Yeah, the green flag's waving under stadium lights. Talladega Draft and Daytona 2. Unlimited boys coming thundering through. Grand National Wednesday, TNT on Thursday night. Everybody's chasing glory underneath the lights. Hey, hey, my OP friends are racing tonight. Cranking up the iRacing under neon lights. Trading pain and talking smack till the morning light. Yeah, my OP friends are racing tonight. Well, somebody's loose coming out of turn 4. Spotter yelling inside while they're banging doors. One fast repair and a prayer in the pits. Trying not to wad it up in the tri-oval mix. Got Maxspeed TV streaming all around. Fans in the chat making plenty of sound. From the backstretch party to the checkered flag fight, you know OP Racing's bringing horsepower tonight. Hey, hey, my OP friends are racing tonight. Cranking up the iRacing under neon lights. Trading paint and talking smack till the morning light. Yeah, my OP friends are racing tonight. Whoa!
Shopping for a new Chevy? Chevyland stands apart from the competition. Explore over 12 acres and more than 260 vehicles with truckloads of savings, like $10,000 off select new 2026 Silverado 1500s, 1.9% financing on Blazer and Silverado, plus the Chevyland Advantage, 12 months complimentary maintenance. That's peace of mind, only at Chevyland. And that's why we're #1 in North Louisiana. Come see the difference for yourself at Chevyland, your Silverado headquarters.
The field is set, and we are set. Tonight, the OP Racing Spring Fling Series, the Spinal Cord Injury Awareness Championship, Monday, here at Talladega. Sponsored by Bubba Whittingham, and of course, presented to you all by MaxspeedTV TV. How is everybody out there in chat doing tonight? This should be a very entertaining championship race. Although we have 16 drivers in the playoffs, there is only really 4. Actually, it's just straight up points race, and so there's really only 4 drivers that really have a shot at really getting this Spring Fling Championship. More on them here in just a second. But we're going to go ahead and dive into our pre-race analytics here real quick. Starting, of course, with that air temp of 65, track temp of 75, 80 laps. That's it. That's all they're doing here tonight. 212 miles, unlimited tires. 45% fuel. We're looking at somewhere between 12 and 17 laps on a tank of fuel. We'll see these guys, of course, start coming down pit road and, hopefully get a couple of green flag pit stops in. If we don't go, green flag to checkered, we'll have quite a few of them, which, that would be a good way to end it, green to checkered. Here tonight. Now, pit road here at Talladega is 55 miles an hour with a pace speed of 70. Of course, the start-finish line at the exit of a pit road right through the trial. We'll look at that one lap of qualifying here tonight, and we'll see where they set here this evening. But the 4 drivers that we are really going to be paying attention to, now don't worry, we're going to pay attention to everybody else out here tonight. I ain't going to forget about everybody, but the 4 drivers we're really going to watch is Andy Brigante, Anthony English, Gabe Butler, and Zachary Workman. And the reason being is because these 4 drivers really are the ones that have the shot at the championship. Now, Zachary Workman, of course, sitting there in the 4th spot, and they are 1 through 4 here too. So this is, in the point standings as well. Now, although Zachary Workman is 18 behind Andy Brigante, if Andy doesn't have a good night, and Anthony doesn't finish well, and Gabe Butler maybe doesn't finish well, and Zachary Workman wins the race, then Zachary will be our champion. I think tonight, whoever wins will be your champion out of these 4. Now, of course, if a non-4 driver, any of these 4 don't win the race, then of course it's going to come down to where they finish. But these 4 drivers is who we're really going to be paying a close attention to here this evening. Now, Andy Brigante is in the top spot, Anthony English in 2nd, Gabe Butler 3rd, and Zachary in the 4th spot. Now, we'll go through 5 through 10 in qualifying here. I'll pull that up and get it all squared away, but I wanted to really focus here at the start on these 4 drivers. Everett Grover out there in chat here tonight. How you doing, Everett? Well, it's championship racing, buddy. You know the drill. All right, now Anthony English in the top spot here in practice. Andy Brigante 3rd or 2nd. Gabe Butler 3rd. And where is Zachary Workman? Now, Zachary is out here, but he is not on track at the present time. We're going to go ahead and step aside here and play our national anthem. This one tonight here is going to be Madison Rising. Yesterday was Eric's. So tonight, Madison Rising. So hang tight. We will be right back.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran, the bomb busting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the free, and the home of the brave? Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight to invade the name of the brave. We are the U.S. of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save this land of the brave, the U.S. of A. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching Maxspeed TV.
Alrighty, folks, qualifying underway here. Now, we already went over the top four that we're really going to watch here, but we also got to, give credit where credit is due, especially with the drivers that are in the top 20 here. Now, we're going to start, of course, with the fifth spot, Jeff Crosby Sr. in fifth. Really good outing here in the Spring Fling series. Awesome job by Jeff Crosby Sr. Andrew Schroeder, he had some adversities this season, but nonetheless, he was able to pull, at the moment, a sixth spot here in the point standings. Harold Rothery 7th, Dave Hunt in 8th, Bubba Winningham in 9th. Of course, a big shout out to Bubba Winningham for sponsoring tonight's race. And Alex Giffen rounding out the top 10 in points. Mark Mann in 11th. Jeff Crosby Jr. in 12th. Eric Laurie in 13th. Rick Seabrands 14th. Robert DuPont 15th. Rick Inchez 16th. David Overstreet 17th. Jerry Bergeron in 18th. Chris Breidenbaker 19th. And Ron Walters, of course, rounding out the top 20 in our OP Racing Premier, Spring Fling Premier Series. This is technically the Premier Series, but this is the Spring Fling. So, in our point standings tonight, now, of course, just like we did Sunday night, we're going to go ahead and do one here tonight. And what a way to go ahead and do. We're going to go ahead and do a driver card here this evening. This one is, of course, by none other, our sponsor here tonight, Bubba Winningham, here this evening. Season's run 6 so far, 73 starts. Doesn't have any wins yet, but I think that's going to change here before it's all said and done. 1 top 5, 6 top 10s, and his best finish so far, it looks like at the moment, 25th. Nonetheless, man, these driver cards turned out really well from Bubba Winningham. And of course, this is the Monday night, based on the Monday night Premier Series stats. So awesome job by these cards. But wanted to go ahead and start it off with Bubba here this evening, and that is what we're gonna do here. And I've got a lot more as well gonna go throughout the season, throughout the Premier Series. So qualified, of course, underway under a minute 20 here, and Gabe Butler at the moment has the top spot with Zachary Workman in second, Les Levy third. And we still got drivers putting in times here. Christopher Jordan and Scott Warren is out here on the track, coming down to the final minute left. And we will probably be able to get, if he holds on to it, the 88 of Gabe Butler. We are going to wait on Christopher Jordan, and it looks like he is just going to finish his qualifying lap. So Gabe Butler, one of the 4 drivers, grabbing the pole out here tonight. We're going to watch throughout the race. Gabe grabbing the pole, starting the, championship race off right. But, it's not all about where you start, buddy. It's about where you finish. But, congratulations on the pole here tonight. 80 laps, not a lot of laps, but this track is big. It's huge. And, you're fighting 3 other drivers. So, what do you got to do, to come out on top, grab the championship here in the Spring Fling, and, beat, of course, Brigante, English, Workman, and, of course, the rest of the field on top of that?
They all have to die in a fire head-on collision, and I have to win. But, I think I'm a little bit too far behind to catch Andy. Whoever's in P2 probably has the best chance. So.
You're only 17 back. So
yeah, but you never know. I mean, you never know. We'll go for it and see what happens.
Go for it.
But, yeah.
I think whoever wins will have it. Now, that's just my take on it, but, you got to also look at, how many points you get where you finish, too. So, you got to look at all that and bonus points and all that good stuff. So, nonetheless, Gabe, good luck out there. 80 laps out here tonight. Should be a slobber knocker of a race, and we'll see what happens, buddy.
Thank you, brother. Have a good broadcast, and I haven't heard that word in a long time. Slobber knocker. Love that.
Slobber knocker, yep. All right, Gabe, good luck, bud.
Thanks, man.
Yep.
See you.
All right, well, that is Gabe Butler, our pole sitter out here tonight. Well, let's go ahead and grid them up here this evening, shall we? So we talked to Gabe. Gabe's grabbing the pole with a 52.006. Again, congratulations to Gabe on pole. Zachary Workman, one of the other three. He's going to start up here in second. Les Levy third, Jeff Crosby Jr. fourth, Robert DuPont fifth, Scott Warren sixth, Alex Green seventh, Anthony English, he is going to start eighth. Christopher Jordan ninth, Jason Berg 10th, Andy Bergante, he will start 11th. Dave Hunt in 12th, John Spizek 13th, Aaron Walker 14th, David O'Street 15th, Brent Wolf 16th, Harold Rothery 17th, Jason Johnson in 18th, Alex Giffen 19th, and Nicholas Wing 20th. Rondale 21st, Chris Breidenbaker, he actually has a new paint too after the little hiccup on that paint yesterday. Big shout out to Chris though for coming to me on that. He'll start 22nd. Jesse Meyer 23rd. Jeff Crosby Sr. 24th. Chris Coleman 25th. Mark Mann of the non-qualifiers will start 26th. Eric Laurie 27th. Andrew Stroder 28th. And Bubba Winningham, he is going to start in the back in 29th. Well, 29 drivers here tonight. Now they only get one fast repair. All right, so tonight, Eric, he is going to be pulling for Dill here. That is Ryan. Then back here in 21st. Oh, Brendan. Well, you all right, buddy? All right, the pace car will dive off here momentarily to the safety of pit road and the OP Spring Fling Series Spinal Cord Injury Awareness Championship Monday here at Talladega will be underway. Remember, pace speed only 70. As they edge ever so closer. Pace car is down and away. Now that is going to put the 33 of Jeff Crosby Jr. to the outside. Here we go. Coming to the green for the first time, Zachary Workman is going to start from pit road here this evening. Green is out. Buggity, 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 folks. We are championship racing here tonight. Well, yeah, Zachary Workman starting from the pits. Probably not a bad idea. We will see what happens. Remember, 80 laps. Now, we do have overtimes if need be, but let's hope we don't need them. All right, first lap. Ooh, Gabe getting loose already. First lap is going to go to Les Levy here tonight. One lap down and 79 more to go. It looks like right now the top side is where you want to be. They're going to run down Zachary Workman here pretty quickly. Les is going to drop it in front of Gabe Butler. We see it on the outside, the 33 of Jeff Crosby Jr. Got Aaron Walker, Andy Bergante, John Spizek, David Overstreet, Brent Wolf kind of running mid-pack. Just inside of the top 10 and outside of the, just inside of the top 10 and inside of the top 15. As Les takes the second lap, John Spizek blinking out a little bit. Ooh, that could definitely cause some problems. Oh, no, Brendan. All right. Moseying on around the track. Les grabbing another lap. He is making he made both sides kind of work, top and bottom. Leading Gabe Butler here. Robert DuPont running in the 4th spot at the moment. In the 126 down on the bottom. Jason Berg. Alex Green in the number 3, 78. Of Christopher Jordan right behind him. Getting a little wiggly up here. There is our old good buddy Dave Hunt right there in the 53 on the outside. More single file, though, back here toward the back. Not a whole lot of action back here from about the 19 of Jeff Crosby Sr. on back. And a lot of single file going on, just not a whole lot. Now, Bubba Winningham has kind of, you know, has picked up Zachary Workman. So Zachary, it looks like, is going to help Bubba, and Bubba's going to help Zachary. So they probably won't go a lap down too quickly here, as we are going to see Jeff Crosby Jr. into 3. And then on the back stretch here, these guys are going into turn 3, I believe. Yep. So coming out of turn number 4, and then these guys will be coming out of turn number 4 here. So they're not too far back. I don't know if it is, Brendan. Uh-oh. A lot of movement. Yeah, and I think if Bubba and Zachary had, you know, a couple more cars back here, they'd be all right. I think they're going to be okay. But we're going to be coming to pit stops, though, here roughly in about 6 or so laps. That window will open. As of right now, though, everybody is just winding down these laps. Still some side by side. Getting back here on Aaron Walker, and we'll go to the left front suspension here, and we're gonna turn that camera up just a hair here. Ooh, Aaron blinking out. Oh, blinked out again. All right. Aaron Walker. Ooh, Aaron, man, Aaron's blinking out bad, too. John Spizek is right behind him, so that is not a good thing. Man, Eric Laurie back here doing some peeking here. Started 27th, running up in 19th at the moment. Does have the 19 of Jeff Crosby Sr. to his inside. So Eric Laurie is picking them off one at a time. Jeff Crosby Jr. has led 3 laps on the outside. Of course, if you're running up front, you're going to burn up more fuel. Mellow yellow, I think we do have a mellow yellow out here somewhere. I couldn't tell you where. We have couldn't tell you where it's at, but I know we've got one. There it is, right there, the 44 of Anthony English. No surprise. We also have a Yoo-Hoo car. That's the 12 of Jesse Meyer. All right. So, yeah, we got a few. We got a few different out here. Jeff Crosby Jr. edging out at the moment. Les Livy, but Les has got that run on the bottom. And oh, Jeff Crosby Jr. gonna beat him to the line, barely, but he got it. He got that lap. I don't call them liveries. I call them paint schemes. I don't know why people call them liveries. Honestly, I don't know. All right, man, knocking them down. Coming to lap number 11. Everybody doing a really good job here. Keeping it straight. Looks like Bubba Winningham and Zachary Workman still about 10 seconds back behind Andrew Schroeder here. We're going to start seeing these guys get single file here and, you know, get ready to come down pit road. We are already starting to see a few get down to the bottom. Sorry, folks, if y'all hear me drinking soda, then I gotta stay hydrated. I know soda's not a very good hydration, but it is so hot in this house. I think we hit 82 in the house here today, and I don't know what the temperature was outside. It was probably in the mid 90s. It's been very, very warm. But 14 of you out there right now tuning in, watching us, relax here at the moment. Smash the like button here tonight if you haven't done so already. Got some 3 wide action back here with Eric Laurie. Brett Wolf on the 19 is Jeff Crosby Sr. He is coming up behind Eric Laurie. They're potentially going to try to get up toward the front here, but you know, you're 13 laps into the run here. I don't know if you want to take a chance of getting caught out on that far outside line during pit stops. And man, that 43 of Aaron Walker. Hey, Steven. Bump draft the like button is what Eric is saying now. And Jeff Crosby Jr. and Les Livy have been up here 8. Let's see here, 5 laps. Between them two, they have led the first part of the race here. The 88, I don't know. That's Gabe Butler. Get a closer look at it. Then a Guinness. He is doing a lot of bump drafting here with the 62 of Les Livy, though. Man, he is putting that front bumper all up into the back bumper. Man, that 43 of Aaron Walker keeps blinking, and that's putting the 15. I think it's the 15. Nope. Let's see here. Who is that? This is the 121. That's supposed to be the 21 of Jason Berg. Trying to find out who that is behind Aaron Walker. That is the 8 of Brent Wolf. That is putting Brent Wolf in a very sticky situation here. Oh, we've got a yellow, though. Uh-oh, and it is going to be, Jason Johnson in the 14. And it looks like the 21 car of Nick Wing. Supposed to be the 54, but looks like there was some check it up going on back here, and that is what caused this shenanigans going on. Let's see here. It looks like, right there, Jason Johnson coming up hot and heavy on the 18 of a Harold Rothery, and that's got Harold all bent out of shape. And there is Nick Wing right behind him and right into the back of Jason Johnson. Both of them trying to save it, but right there, looks like Nick was actually trying to help out Jason Johnson here to, keep him from turning as we, look at it here. And then it was just right there, man, Nick caught that bottom here and it just snapped on him right back up into Jason. And then both of them going to go up on the track. Jason's going to hit the wall. All right, well, that is actually going to help Zachary Workman and Bubba Winningham here. And these guys are not going to go a lap down. They're going to be okay. It looks like Ron Dill, though, is a lap down, and he will, I believe, be our lucky dog here. He'll get his lap back, and that'll put everybody back on the lead lap as Les Levy brings them all down pit road here. All right. Go ahead and back the camera off some and watch these guys come out of pit road. It looks like a few others coming out. I don't know exactly who pitted and who did it and who didn't yet. So it looks like Gabe Butler, Jeff Crosby Sr., Christopher Jordan either missed their pit box or wasn't able to get down. Anthony English probably going to have to come back down as well as Brett Wolf. Couple of guys not getting in their pit box. But Gabe will lead a lap here. What, Steven? Oh, no. I've never even heard of that. Are they, is that what you're talking to them about? All right, well, lights are on the pace car here. Now we talked to Dave. We are going to need to pull up another driver here. Now, Anthony's going to have to come back down, I believe. Let's talk to Zachary Workman here if we can. Go ahead and get him up here real quick and have a talk. Zach, got a copy, bud?
Yeah, sure do.
Well, I know you're hanging out in the back right now, but, it's early. It's early enough to hang in the back for sure. I know you and Bubba were kind of working together there. You started on pit road, and you and Bubba caught up to each other, and y'all were kind of, doing your own thing there. And then the caution come out, so now y'all's going to be right back up in the field. But, you're coming into tonight, one of the 4 drivers battling for the championship. I know you're 18 back, but, it's still striking distance, so, you can get it. Well, what's it going to take out here tonight to, grab this Spring Fling Championship, bud?
Well, I'm going to make a long story short, Josh. I didn't really want to start in the back. I had a lot of issues getting the start. My pedals didn't register, so I had to get out of the grid before I caused a big wreck. So that was why I started in the pits, not under my own command. Bubba helped me out a lot there. So we're on the lead lap. We're going towards the front, and hopefully that Lambo doesn't finish in front of us. That's pretty much our goal.
Oh, yeah, definitely so. Well, we got a long way to go, Zachary. So, a lot can happen. And, what? We're coming down to about, roughly 60 or so laps here. So, a lot can happen in 60 laps. So, we'll see what happens. But hang in there. We still got a long way to go, Zach. Good luck down there. And looks like you're going to restart here around the 15th spot. So, didn't get the greatest start here tonight. But, hey, you're working yourself up through the field. So, Zach, good luck out there tonight, buddy.
I appreciate it, buddy. We're going 3 wide. We're probably going to piss some people off. We're going to the front. So.
All righty, Zach. Got to do what you got to do, buddy.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
See ya. All right, Zachary Workman down there, buddy. He said he going to go 3 wide. And when Zachary says he going to do something, he going to do it. So definitely we'll keep an eye out on the 27 car out here tonight. Workman, well, he is actually supposed to be in the 27. He's got 19 on the car, but we know it's Zachary, so he is going to be trying to bring that Instacart 1927 car up to the front. Now, I would expect him to go 3 wide here before too long, so... All right, here we go. Pace cars down again to the safety of pit road. It'll be Jeff Crosby Jr., Scott Warren up front. Coming to the restart here at lap number 19 here in the Spinal Cord Injury Awareness Championship race. Green flags back in the air once again here tonight. And the Cheez-It car up front. Over, under on 4 or 5 wide. I'm going to go under. I will go over on the 4 wide, but I will go under on the 5 wide. Okay? So, well, Steven, I hate hearing that. I hate seeing that you're having to go through this, this mess. I do hope it, works out for you all in the end. I hate it. But, sometimes, you just got to do what you got to do for your health, So, keep me posted on it, on what happens. Yeah, Eric. Yeah, transferring is... Yeah. And Zachary not wasting any time. Yep, there he goes. 3 wide. He's bringing the 88 right along with him. Gabe Butler decided to jump out there. You better watch it. The 99 of Alex Giffen. Oh, they blocked that top line. The 76 of Scott Warren seen the run, and 4 wide, and dang it, there is a 4 wide. Whoa, buddy. Whoa, buddy. They went 4 wide. Good Lord, they made it work too. That's the caliber of driving here tonight, folks, right there. Scott Warren's like, no, we ain't having any of this. I'm going to make my way back up toward the front, and I'm going to bring the 99 with me, as well as the 22 of Chris Coleman. It looks like he is going to try to battle it up here as well. Yeah, there's the 4 wide. I did say over on the 4 wide, but under on the 5. So... I wouldn't rule out a 5 wide with these guys, though. I wouldn't. 3 wide. I'm going to see a lot of that here tonight. And Zachary did say that he was going to go up toward the front. And, well, he is up to 8th now. Still watching Les Levy. Robert DuPont up here, the 126. Robert still looking to lead a lap or 2. Hopefully the most important lap, which is the final lap, but trying to do what he's trying to do right now, just keep that car straight and not get into anybody. These guys are screaming around this track at about 203, 204, 205 miles an hour. Right now we're sitting at about 198, 197, but man, when they get on that front and back stretch, man, they pick up speed quick. Going 3 wide here at about 3-4 rows deep up front. 62 going to lead the way. 3 wide, 3-4 rows deep. Look at the outside. That's the 44, Mellow Yellow of Anthony English. Eric Laurie right in the middle. The John Deere Green 071 of the Home Depot 46 of David Overstreet even in the mix. Oh, the 8, little squirrely. Brent Wolf a little bit out of shape there. All right, good save, bud. Man. Yeah, and that's a big possibility, Eric. Heck, you may see 29 wide on the final lap. I say 29 because we got 29 drivers out here, so you know. If they're going 29 wide, something's got to give, you know. I wouldn't rule out another, you know, four wide, though. That is for sure. There, yeah, he's a lap down, and he's by himself too, and that doesn't help. Yeah, he's definitely gonna need a yellow. I thought he was gonna get his lap back, but he didn't. He might have pitted when he shouldn't have, but that's fine. I think he's banking on another yellow here before too long. So, seeing Scott Warren, Alex Giffen. Whoa, Scott went from the top to the bottom. And that just upset the field. Are we gonna have a yellow? We're gonna have a yellow, but I don't think that's where the yellow come out. I see the 8. Oh, there's the 48. I want to get over here to the 62 of Les Levy here, because I think this is really what started everything. This move up here by the 76. Well, you're going to watch it here, and you're going to see the 76 drop it way down. And that 126 was not clear of the 62. And as the 126 comes down, that is just going to collect Les Levy here. And we can even turn the camera here too. And you can even see the contact between these two. And, you know, yeah, I mean, it was that right front bumper to that left rear. I mean, it was right there too. If he had maybe just waited just a hair more, I think he'd have been okay. But, you know, got to do what you got to do. And then, you know, it was on from there. As we see right here, the 53 of Dave Hunt was coming up on the 62. And then the 121 was right behind him. That is Jason Berg. So as we get back here, we're going to see right here 121 getting into the 53, and then right there the 46. I believe that is David O here. Coming right up into the back end of the 8. The 8 into the 121, the 77, the 029, and the 12. It looks like is going to get a piece of it, and Ron took his car behind the wall. Not sure why, but because he would have been able to get his lap back here. But I'm going to stay on Ron. That's Alex. Yeah, I don't know. Looks like everybody else made it through, though, so I don't know what happened to Ron. Is Ron in chat here? Yeah, Ron is done. It looks like Jason Johnson does have a meatball here. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Ron. Maybe something come up. I don't know. Cause he is not in the race at all. Well, let's see. Looks like everybody came down. We've talked to Gabe. We've talked to Zachary. Let's go ahead and pull up Anthony English here tonight and talk to him. Anthony, got a copy, bud? Anthony, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, bud. Well, you're sitting 16th right now. You know, you're up there. You know, you're only 8 back behind Andy here. You know, 4 drivers fight for this championship. And, you know, a couple of yellows. We're lap 27. You know, we're winding down the laps, but still plenty of laps to go, man. What's it going to take out here tonight to bring home this championship?
Chilling.
What?
Chilling.
Chilling?
Chilling. I'm just chilling, and I think tonight you're just gonna have to play it cool, calm, stay chill, and I honestly think you just gotta be at the right place, the right time at the end. So that's
Okay.
I'm not gonna do much until later.
Not much until later. All right. Well, I see you coming back down pit road here. So, you know, I don't want to disturb you any more than I have to, Anthony. So, you know, good
I'm
luck.
almost out of fuel again, Josh.
Almost out of fuel. You just pitted.
Yeah, but I need that 10th, man.
You need that 10th. Oh,
I
okay.
need that.
All right. Well,
It's
you know.
a life or death.
Life
It's
or death.
No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, I mean, it could
No,
get
but
you
seriously,
to the
we
gas
are
station.
just kind of just chilling. I don't want to be a part of anything. I want to have both my cars for the end of the race. So
Oh, you don't want to take up 4 wide like Zachary did?
no, I want to just be cool. I want to be cool until like 65, 70-ish.
Okay.
But you know, circumstances might make me partake earlier. But that's the game plan for the moment.
That's the game plan for all righty, Zachary. Well, good luck down there, buddy. We'll let you get back to it, man.
Zachary.
Anthony. I was looking at Zach.
I'm gonna get you.
I was looking at Zach's name when I said that.
I must send you some ugly memes now.
Alrighty, Anthony. Well, good luck down there, buddy. Sorry about that.
Thank you, man. Hopefully we're talking to you later. So.
Alrighty, I'll call you Zachary again then too. All right.
Oh, I'm gonna be sending you some hate mail at that point.
Alrighty, Anthony. Good luck, bud.
Thank you. Later.
Oh my gosh, man. I was looking at Zachary's name whenever I was talking, and I just went right out. Yeah, do we have a 33? Yes, we do. Jeff Crosby Jr. is actually the 33 here tonight. All right. Well, speaking of Zachary, he is setting up in 3rd right now. Scott Warren in the lead. Alex Giffen 2nd. Harold Rothery 4th. Gabe Butler 5th. John Spizek in 6th. Andy Brigante 7th. Bubba Winningham at 8th. Chris Coleman 9th. And Les Levy 10th. And here we go. Getting set here. Coming to lap 29 of 80 here tonight of this championship race. And here we go. Buddy, it's been a while, man. How you doing? Been missing you out here on the racetrack, bud. Does Australia even get a winter time? Says Canada out there. Good evening from Canada. Well, good evening from the States, just south of you. And Zachary Workman leading his first lap here tonight. But he did say he was going to the front, and he did just that. Now can he stay up here? As we're going to see some action there to the outside. That is the 62 of Les Levy, the 46 of David O, and the 21-121 of Jason Berg. You also got the 78 of Christopher Jordan on the outside, the 3 of Alex Green coming as well. So that third lane starting to form up once again. Scott Warren, though, making that third lane work. But watch that middle here, too. That is the... trying to find out who that is. That is John Spizek, who is going to lead his first lap here tonight. I think we have a number hiccup here as well. Yeah, 54 on the car and 15 in the driver bar there. Oh no! Spicek going around! Whoa, was that netcode that caused that? Whoa! It happened so quick. No, we're about to find out. Good Lord. Oh. No, I don't think that was netcode. Yeah, there was definitely some netcode there. Right there, there was some touching and going there by the 121 and the 99, and that brung up the 99, and then netcoded right into John. And that, of course, spun John. There wasn't nothing John could do. David O, the 46, going to get some. Looks like the 76 as well is going to get a piece of it. And several more drivers also going to get some damage here, too, getting through that. Wow! Yeah, I think they would have made contact anyway myself there, Steven. I really do. Well, Steve, we've been missing you out here on the track, buddy. Hopefully you jump back into the track, in the car here sometime soon. What do you mean, no video? Oh, it was you? Okay. Oh, okay, okay. Well, Christopher Jordan come down pit road, but he's going to have to pit again, as well as Jeff Crosby Sr. So coming off pit road first, who did pit, is going to be the 76 of Scott Warren, then Zachary Workman, Jeff Crosby Jr., Dave Hunt, Alex Green, Bubba Winningham, Chris Coleman, and Brett Wolf, Harold Rothery, and Aaron Walker. That's going to round out the top 12 here, but a couple of drivers is going to have to come back down pit road. Oh, okay. Having some eye problems there, Steve. Man, I hate that, buddy. I mean, good point there, Steven. Oh, yeah, that does constitute a problem there, Steve. Hop it. All right, so lights are off. All right, coming to the restart here. It'll be Zachary Workman, Scott Warren, Jeff Crosby Jr., Dave Hunt, Alex Green, Bubba Winningham, Chris Coleman, Brett Wolf, Harold Rothery, Aaron Walker, Andy Bergante, John Spizek, Jason Berg, Chris Breidenbaker, David Overstreet, and Robert DuPont, Christopher Jordan, Gabe Butler, Les Levy, and Nicholas Wing rounding out our top 20 here. Coming to lap 37 here, folks. So getting closer to the halfway mark here tonight. It is still anybody's championship with the top four for sure here tonight. Who is it going to be? We don't know, but we'll know in a moment's time. Green flag is out. Back underway here tonight at Talladega Super Speedway. Good start there by Scott Warren, Zachary Workman, Dave Hunt, Jeff Crosby Jr. That kind of stuck Bubba, Alex, Brett Wolf kind of back here by themselves. But they're going to be able to catch this front group here pretty quickly. Because, you know, you got 4 cars to, you know, 900 cars. Then, now they're going to get 8 up here pretty quick. Dave Hunt's starting to fall back a little bit. I'll imagine, let's see here if he drops it down to the bottom. He does not. Stays on the top side as Scott Warren continues to lead the field here. Zachary Workman at a P2, Jeff Crosby Jr. at a P3, but Dave Hunt right there with Bubba Winningham, our sponsor out here tonight. A big shout out to Bubba, spinal cord injury awareness. Well, there is a reason behind that. Now I won't go into into details, but I think everybody knows about Bubba. But there is a reason why Bubba sponsored tonight and called it the spinal cord injury awareness. And I gotta say, Bubba is a great guy to talk to. Very outgoing, very smart as well. I know, Steven, you know Bubba very well. You've called races and been out here on the track with him, and you know the situation and everything. But he didn't let anything slow him down. I'm watching that outside. That's the 13. We haven't talked really much about Andy Brigante here, but Andy Brigante is coming into tonight our points leader and one of the 4 drivers that he is trying to battle it out for the championship. He does have the 46 behind him and David O here, but not much happening right now on that far 3rd lane. I think they need a couple of more cars out there to make something happen. I think if they can get 1 or 2 out there, they'd be good to go. Well, Steve, I know cataracts and glaucoma, both, I know they can be cured. Of course, it does take surgery, but I know both of them can be cured. I don't know what it's like down there in the down under area, but I know up here in the States, if you have, one of the two, they can actually go in and remove it to bring back your sight. So that also depends too how far along it is. But just kind of throw that out there to you, bud. Got a lot of movement going on up front here. And Bubba Winningham caught in the middle here with the 8 of Brett Wolf. And man, we have got a long line of cars, 3 wide, about 3, 4, 5 rows deep. One of you out there tuning in right now, 5 likes. Could be at 10, 15 likes out here tonight. We would appreciate it. I think we're going to have another 4 wide here, folks. I think we're going to have another 4 wide. That 4 wide did not turn out well. We got a big wreck in a parking lot out here on the backstretch of Talladega. Big wreck. That took out a lot of drivers. And I mean a lot of drivers. All right, well, let's find out really where that happened at. And I think it's going to be right here with the 8 of Brett Wolf. Sees the opening, takes it, was not really clear, and Bubba right there in that number 6 machine. Looks like a combination of both. Bubba coming up possibly, and the 8 coming down. And, you know, the 54 is right, or is that, yeah, that's the 54. The 54 is right here as well. Not helping the situation any at all, too. But, you know, the contact was made right here with the 8 and the 6. And this what set the stage for a big wreck. Looks like the 19 of Zachary Workman going to get caught up in it. The 76, the 6, the 78, the 21. Might be easier to go through who was not involved in this because, man, this was a big wreck. The 121, the 88, the 13, the 071, the 44, 43. Good night. Big wreck. Big wreck. All right. Well, we're going to get back up onto the track here, and going to have a lot of fast repairs being used for sure on that one. Kyle Warren out there here tonight. Alrighty, Kyle, gotta ask. Is that your dad? Your brother? Your son out there on the track here tonight? Eric. Gosh. Eric's got jokes. That is your brother. All right. All right, who's the oldest, Kyle? I gotta ask. But you're way cooler. Sass Cannon out there has got some jokes too, so Scott is older by 5 years. Okay, so yeah, you're the cool one. Oh, I gotta pick on old Scott here. Scott's a good guy. I like talking to Scott. He's the more down under brother. Steven. Oh man. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. All right, over the halfway mark here tonight. I'm going to go ahead and look at our caution number count so far here this evening. 4 cautions for 4 laps, 37 laps to go, 19 lead changes here. I do expect the lead changes to go up. Well, let's hope the caution count number don't go up, but you know, it is a possibility. All right. We've got Dave Hunt, Alex Green, Harold Rothery, Gabe Butler, Robert DuPont, Jesse Meyer, Alex Giffen, David O, Jeff Crosby Jr., Andrew Schroeder. That is our top 10. Chris Breidenbaker, Zachary Workman, Nicholas Wing, Eric Laurie, Scott Warren, Chris Coleman, Anthony English, Mark Manless, Levy, Bubba Winningham running out our top 20. We do got a couple of black flags out here. Jason Berg, Ron Dill, and Jason Johnson. Well, I'm going to go ahead and say it. Oklahoma did something today that I hadn't seen done in a long time. They got a walk-off home run the bottom of the ninth against Georgia Tech in the regionals to take them to the Supers. But guess where they got to go to there, Steven? They got to go to Kansas and play Kansas in the Supers. I will, of course, be going. Man, that's a tough choice because Kansas beat Arkansas, and I don't like Oklahoma. So, all right, here we go. Pace cars down to the safety of pit road. Dave Hunt, Alex Green going to get us going up front. Once the green drops, they will be on the loud pedal into that start zone here tonight. A little bit of a late green flag there, but nonetheless, good start there by Dave Hunt, Green, Rothery, Gabe. They are going to be able to catch up to the 53 here, and I think the 18 going to pull it right up, probably up against, if he can get up there to the back end of that 53. But that top side, that's really where you've been wanting to be here. But, man, I've seen some amazing passing even on the bottom, too. So I think further up the track you go, the better. Of course, that third lane, that top lane, we've seen it throughout the night here. If you get up there and you get about 4 or 5 cars up there, you could definitely make a huge run out on the track. I'm 39. I'll be 40 in December, and after the rough stint I had last year, I feel every bit of it, plus, 20, 30 years. For you don't know, Kyle, I had a heart attack last year at the ripe old age of 38. Had to have open heart surgery and everything, and of course, good old buddy Stephen Lane down there, and my brother, and a few others, Gary Wells, Dennis Ansman, and I think there was a few more that jumped in and did my broadcast for me while I was recovering. So yeah, I have a big soft heart for old Stephen down there. He's my good buddy. He keeps me in line, and we check up on one another almost every day. So, as we see Alex Green drop it down to the bottom here in front of Dave Hunt. We're seeing Gabe Butler there in the middle here. Zachary Workman and Eric Laurie on the top side. That is bringing David O here, as well as the 76 of Scott Warren back up toward the front. Yeah, Kyle, it was touch and go there for a little bit. You can even ask Steven. Yeah, I love it too, bud. It was pretty scary. And honestly, at the time, I wasn't afraid of dying. I was more afraid of, my mom, my dad, my brother, my friends, my family, my iRacing community, everybody that I've met. I was more afraid for them than myself. But I've had a year to really kind of reflect on everything, and the more I think about it, as Zachary Workman takes back over the lead here, I'm like, man, I'm glad I made it. Yeah, I got a big old scar down my chest. Ooh, a lot of movement down there. I'm watching chat and I'm watching the race too, so I'm doing a double duty here. Yeah, I'm glad I made it, man. And then of course 2025 continued with a pretty crappy year, but the end of it was really crappy. Oh, we're doing good. We're holding up. Doing these broadcasts, keeping me pretty busy. Of course, I DJ and stuff as well. So, As we see 3 wide action down here on the track and about 3 rows deep. Got Eric Laurie, David O, and Scott Warren on the top side. Down in the middle, you got Gabe Butler. You got the 12 of Jesse Meyer. And I believe that is the 62. Yeah, no Les Levy. Here comes the 13 of Andy Brigante as well coming up to the field. And we haven't talked about this guy much here tonight either. Old Batimus Prime, as Steven likes to call him. Old Batman, Mark Mann. He is moseying his way up into the 13th spot. So you got to watch Mark. Mark is sneaky. He may start toward the back or in the back, but he ain't going to stay there. We got a couple of drivers coming up through the field that has not really been up here much. Eric Laurie going to the middle here. That's going to kind of slow down that middle line some. Not too much. Zachary Workman is going to take over point, though. We're about 7-8 laps into this run, going about 8-9 here momentarily as we hit the stripe here. Lap number 52 here tonight. It is still anybody's race. I do want to go ahead and look at the drivers who's led some laps here, mainly the top 4. So Zachary Workman has led 7 laps here tonight, and Gabe Butler has led 1. Let's find Anthony English. He has not led any as of yet. And Andy Brigante also has not led any as well. But that doesn't mean anything. You know, leading a lap, the final lap, winning the race, that's going to give you the bonus point for leading a lap as well as winning. And of course, if you can keep your car clean too, that's going to help. But I couldn't tell you, at the moment who has how many incidents. What I can tell you, though, is Zachary Workman has used his fast repair. Jesse Meyer has used his. David Overstreet has used his. Robert DuPont, Andrew Schroeder, Jason Berg, Chris Breidenbaker, Nicholas Wing, Aaron Walker, Ron Dill, Brett Wolf, John Spizek, and Jason Johnson. Now, they have all used theirs here. Let me get onto the back here of Chris Breidenbaker here. I don't know if this is the car he put it on. No, he did not put it on this one. But that is a pretty color, I gotta say, by Chris Bryden. Bimbo Bakeries USA, Atco Tools, and it's dirty. Oh gosh. Not even gonna read that. Just use your imagination, but I gotta say that is hilarious. Gosh. Oh my gosh, I can go back and pause it on his car and read that if you want. I'm not reading that out loud. Oh my gosh. It's clean, but it's dirty. That's all I'm gonna say. Gosh. Chris has got some of the funniest paints, I gotta say, man. Oh man. PG and a half-ish. All right, we'll go ahead and say it. This little thing on the back says, it's dirty because I play with it. That's what it says. Oh my gosh. Oh man, I'm laughing so hard. I got my chest hurt again. Oh no. Oh man. Golly, Chris. Oh man. He has got, I mean, that's right there. That's still under, under the, it's a lot better than what it was, what was it, Sunday night? Yeah, I think it was Sunday night. The one he had on Sunday night was a little over the edge. He did change it, but I mean, he doesn't have to change this one if you don't want to. I just get a kick out of it. Gosh. Now, I will not repeat the one for Sunday. But as we continue to wind down the laps here, lap number 57, got some 3-wide action. We've been having some, passing here and there up here. Scott Warren, Gabe Butler, David O, Eric Laurie, Jesse Meyer, Zachary Workman, Alex Green, Les Levy, Dave Hunt, Jeff Crosby Jr., rounding out the top 10, Harold Rothery's right here, just outside of the top 10 in 11th. Robert DuPont, Bubba Winningham, Chris Coleman, Andrew Schroeder, Andy Brigante. Rounding out the top 16. Well, they're going to be getting into pit stops here before too long. They have been out here at about 14, 15 laps. We're looking at about, I would say about 12 to 17 laps on 45%. What are you thinking out there, Eric? 45% fuel, 12 to 17 laps roughly. Is that what you're thinking? Do you think they can hit 20? Yeah, keep it steady. You got that right, Steve. I don't see anybody coming down pit road yet, at least not this front group. We're going to be hitting lap number 60 here before too long. That's going to put us at about 20 to go. So I'm thinking they're going to try to go as far as they can, just in case. Yeah, around 18. Yeah, I put it 12 to 17. I wasn't quite sure. I know these guys up front is going to be burning off more fuel than the guys in the draft. I do know that. And if they don't knock it off, 76 got all bent out of shape. Scott Warren, there might have been a little bit of net code, possibly some little bumping going on there, but he is all right. He was able to, keep it straight, keep the momentum, but he is caught up out there now on that third lane, kind of by himself. No help. Seeing that bottom line form up though, and these guys gonna, start getting ready to come down pit road. I imagine if Scott can't get down there, down on the bottom lane, he's probably going to have to fall back some just to get down on the bottom. Eric Laurie back up front. He's led 6 laps in the job. Oh! The 19 is down, and the 19 is smoking. Did Workman just pop his engine? No! Zachary Workman just popped his engine. No! That is going to put him out. No! With 20 to go, Zachary's engine is gone. Oh, boy, if I was him, I would not be happy. 4 yellows so far, Jimmy. No. He does not have a fast repair left. Nope, he is done. It'll be a guaranteed 35, 45 minutes, and we don't have that time here with 19 to go here this evening. As Mark Mann has fought his way up toward the front with the 44 of Anthony English. These guys are going to have to come down pit road at some point They've been out here now 19 laps. It does look like we've got some takers here. Trying to find out who that is. That is Bubba Winningham coming down. So Bubba will lead a couple of cars down pit road here. Jason Berg and Nicholas Wing, Jeff Crosby Sr., all coming down. Oh, and we have a yellow. Whoa! And it's going to be right back here around the 12 and the 46. Jesse Meyer. And it looks like the 46 of David O here. The right front of the left rear. I think what caused that is maybe the 46 was starting to get loose. Possibly. Or did he get tagged? He might have got tagged. I think he got tagged there by the 46 first. Into the corner here. I think the 12 didn't want to get into the back of anybody. And then right there, he gets tagged. Starts getting bent out of shape a little bit. And then right there, the 46 just finishes him off here. And, you know, there was no David O did not do that on purpose. I know that. But, you know, just, you know, high rate of speed, there ain't nothing you can do. And it looks like the 62 is also going to get a little piece of the 46 here. And that is going to bring out the yellow here. Man. Well, who did it help? It is going to help Bubba Winningham, Nicholas Wing, Jason Berg, and Jeff Crosby Sr. These guys will be able to make it under regulation. Will they come down with this group? They may. I don't know if I should. Oh, man. Hey, workman. Come on, buddy. Get up here. Where you at? There you are, right there. All right, there he is. Zachary Workman going to join us. I see him in chat here. Hey, Zachary. Okay, Zach, we got to talk. What happened, man? What happened?
Ah, man, the Toyota's motors can't go above 290 too many times. So, yeah, we're real hot, just pushing Eric. It finally went off. I'm glad I didn't collect anyone, but yeah, we're going for it. Just getting ready for pits, and yeah.
Just stayed out there right behind him a little bit too long, huh?
Yeah, I was following that blind deer or whatever it says on this car, so I guess so.
Man, well, hey, you know, we hate it for you. I know you even stated that, you know, you probably didn't have a shot. And I disagree with that. But, you know, unfortunately, with the motor popping and no fast repair left, unfortunately, you know, that was pretty much your night on that one. But, you know, Zachary, we still have 3 other drivers out here that's, you know, trying to get the win, the championship out here. But we have... You know, we have a lot of other drivers here that's trying to get, you know, a win as well. So, you know, with 16 to go, what's your anticipation here? Maybe a few more yellows? You think we can, you know, finish this out under green out here tonight? Or, you know, what are you hoping to see?
Well, I'm hopeful that we go 15 laps green here, but extremely doubtful. Now, these guys are just going for it. We had a lot of good runs tonight. Which was really nice to see. We did a lot of 3 wide, so it wasn't just like 2x2 stuff like that. So it's a lot nice to see. But now the final 15 laps, it tends to get nuts around here. But I think Andy's got a pretty clean car back there, so I think he just pretty much he's got to keep an eye on Anthony. You know, stay around where Anthony's at, and just kind of get to the finish.
Well, you said a lot of 3 wide, and we did have a lot of 3 wide out here, but I think you decided 3 wide wasn't enough, and you went 4 wide.
Josh, I told you I pissed some people off, getting up to the front. I was like, screw it, Scott's been around iRacing for a while. I used to race him at Rod Car, so like when I first started in iRacing 5-6 years ago. So I know he can handle the wheel. So as you can see, he's P2 right now, or third or whatever. So yeah, he can handle himself, with the wheel. So I had confidence Scott would be able to hold it. And yeah, he did with his Mercury Cougar or whatever he's driving.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what he's got. He's got a. He's actually in a. What are these Chevy Impalas? Really? That's really what they are, right? They're Chevys.
I mean, they all technically are.
Yeah.
But yeah, people put some fun different sponsors and different manufacturers and stuff like.
Yeah, he's
I'm kind
in
of
a Cougar.
disappointed. Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed. Brigante's not in like a Lambo shape or whatever.
Let's see. Brigante's running back here. He's just running the standard Impala. I think Warren's the only one that's actually got it tricked out here in the Cougar car.
I got a Toyota, man.
Oh, okay.
The brand.
You got a Toyota.
Yeah. No, I mean, who do I got to pay to get Andy Brigante in a Lamborghini Gen 4 car? Like, cause I will put that up.
Put him in a Hello Kitty car.
I think he'll take whatever's free.
Hey, I drive a Hello Kitty car, so
Hey, stand out.
Exactly. Bright pink, Hello Kitty all over it. All right, well, it'll be actually 14 to go when we get green. Pace car's going to dive off here, Zachary. Man, I hate it for you, but, I think we're going to have one heck of a finish out here tonight as that pace car does dive off. Now, that start-finish line, of course, at the exit of pit road, but they're going to actually go green, just a little bit before that. They have to go on green. So, they're going to come into that restart or start zone in this league's case here, and we're going to get back going green. Yep. There's the green here. So back underway. Jason Berg's going to get us going. And, I think some of these guys that, we have seen throughout the season here, might not have started off, strong for them. But, it looks like it's going to end pretty well for some of them. And I got to give a shout out, though. I know he's not having the best of race out here tonight, Zachary, but Jeff Crosby Sr., I mean, consistent finishes out here this season. It put him up into the 5th spot in the point standings as we are going to start that 3 wide situation here.
There they go.
Yeah, but Jeff Crosby Sr., man, he's come a long way.
Nah, he got some new equipment. He got some Moses stuff, so he can really feel what's going on there. No, him and Junior got some new wheels and stuff. But no, Senior's been putting in the work. He does iRacing all the time. He's just doing everything he can. Practicing, getting better, and that's really what we asked. But no, he got the new Moses stuff. I think he's got like an R9 or R12 or something. He got all the Newt beaters, whatever he's asking for. That thing's shaking on his desk probably, feeling it through his arms. But
I gotta watch out.
No, he might. Yeah, we gotta watch the third lane. But I was gonna say, he might pass me.
Oh, Andy Brigante!
Oh no, not Andy!
Save it, guys! They saved it. But
they're good.
But that upset the field. Good Lord Almighty! I was gonna say watch Andy Brigante, and well, we watched him, just not in a good way.
And he's got a little left front here, but I don't think it's too bad. Hopefully his buddy David O gives him a little bump.
Yep. David.
Get him back up to the field.
Now David's back here. It looks like the 43 as well. That is Aaron Walker has been doing a lot of blinking out here tonight. The 48 of Andrew Schroeder. Bringing the Jets machine up here. Les Levy at the tail end. He's coming up on them as well. So, you know, they've got a good group back here to get him back up toward the front. But, man, they're running out of laps. We're going to be coming down to 11 to go here, Zach.
Yeah, Andy's just got to get close, you know, because you never know what's going to happen with these last couple laps, especially up front, people battling for wins. But, no, it looks like Andy's going pretty decent. So, hopefully, you know, he's got a lot of friends. So
yeah.
Hopefully he can get back up here close.
Yeah, I think he will. I mean, he's coming up slowly, but he's getting there. Steven wanted me to tell you you needed to charge the Prius batteries just a little bit longer driving that Yoda.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she got a little too hot. You know, it was all good. There's no water in it.
No water in it, man. Yeah, the water and electricity don't mix. I
guess not.
That is for sure. No, Alex Giffen. I want to call him Alex Griffin. I want to call him that so bad every race. And I do it as a joke, but, you know, still, nevertheless, he is running up front here with the 121, the 126, Robert DuPont. I want to call him DuPoint. Don't ask. Don't ask. And I do that as a joke. I don't mean it in a bad way, and I think they get a kick out of it. But, you know, whoa, Eric Laurie. Oh. He almost John Deered it right up into the 99 of Giffen.
Yeah, he almost blind deered it, buddy. You gotta look at them. You gotta look at that deer on that hood. They got no blind people glasses on there, but no, Giffen. It's pretty close to Griffin, so like
yeah.
I think we'll take that. We all love our nicknames, Josh.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
You bring to life, so we all love it. But yeah, no, Alex Giffen's been doing great, man. He's improved a lot. You know, he's getting better. He's running top lane 3 wide. He's trying to go for this win. Him and DuPont.
Yeah. I think it's going to turn out very well. I think, you know, 9 to go. And, of course, you know, OP does that anything under 10 to go caution-wise is on iRacing. So, you know, we're under that 10 to go now. So, if, you know, iRacing doesn't deem it a yellow, then it's not going to be a yellow. It is not thrown by the admin. So, now they've got to, you know, hope that if there's a wreck, there's a yellow.
Yeah, watch out for that third lane, though.
Yeah.
They're getting settled. Alex up there, Davo. We got Chris Jordan and Nick Wing coming on the back, so they might jump that third lane, and we might get really rolling here, because I'm sure Eric and Gabe, you know, they're saving temps, but they're pretty hot up there.
Where's my?
I know they're blinking.
Where's my Moza R9 V3 there, Steven? I think I'm going to have Zachary order me one for my birthday.
That's going to go to Andy, man. If he wins the Spring Fling, you get a big check.
Oh, we're about to find out. It's going to come down to it. I think, man, I don't know. I think Anthony English, if he can finish, you know, I don't know where they have to finish mathematic-wise if they don't win the race. I don't know how that all lines out. You know, I'm not the math person on that. So we're going to be coming to 7 to go here. Right now, Anthony English setting in 9th. Gabe Butler, though, was in 6th.
Yeah, Gabe's going to need some help. Anthony is only 8 behind Brigante.
Yeah.
So if Andy loses a couple spots and maybe Andy can steal a few, you know, get there. But oh, Eric's getting a little loose here up in the middle. They're kind of spread out.
Yeah, they got it all figured out, though. Man, that upset the 18, upset the 6 of Bubba Winningham, our sponsor out here tonight. You know, another big shout out to Bubba. You know, spinal cord injury awareness here tonight. Of course, everybody, you know, all of us know, about Bubba. So, you know, but he's running strong. You know, he's led a lap out here tonight. Started 29th. We're gonna go 4 wide. Oh boy, the 99 backed out of that real quick.
Yeah, I don't think that was planned. So
Alex Giffen's like, nope. Ain't doing that.
Bottom clear though. Bottom's clear though, so I think Anthony might get a run into this turn. It might jump in front of Gabe here. Watch out for turn 3.
Alex Green in the 3 going to the top side. Well, now he's going to drop it back to the middle lane here. Jason Berg. Gabe Butler. Moseying his way back up toward the front, our pole sitter. And old Gabe, he is not going to stay in the back if he can help it.
No, he never does. And sometimes he gets the short end of the stick, but Gabe's always up front in every race. It seems like as 33 jumps up top.
Jeff Crosby Jr. in the Cheez-It car. He just cheesed it up there, no pun intended. And that's that third lane with those cars, man.
Yep. Here's that run.
Yep.
Jeff's going to block this bottom, and he's going to block the middle. He's going to kind of run both lanes here.
He's going to have to make that car wide, but that's going to open the door up. 76 of Scott Warren out of the outside, but there's not enough cars out there, I don't think. I don't know. I don't even know who got that lap. I think Scott got it. Yep, Scott got it. Barely, but he got it.
Yeah, I think Jeff's going to kind of roll this middle here. I mean, Gabe's going to be giving him a hell of a push, everything he has. But we'll see if that top can get any momentum. I think Jeff just kind of stays here in the middle and just kind of hopes Gabe pushes it.
And Jeff Crosby Jr. trying to pull out the victory out here tonight. Gabe Butler trying to pull out a championship with Anthony English right there in tow. Unfortunately, though, we're going to be 3 to go here, and Andy Brigante's got a lot of ground to make up. Andy really needs a yellow. Let's hope we don't.
Anything can happen in the last few laps.
Yeah, let's hope we don't have one, but, you know, I think Andy's hoping for one. Whoa!
Oh, Gabe's going top.
Wow! I did not see that coming by Gabe Butler, but then again, it's Gabe.
He needs every point
Yeah.
possible. He's just trying to get up to the front. I love when Gabe's driving like this, aggressive. That's the best Gabe out there. He doesn't really do it that much, but, you know, when he needs to, he turns it on.
Yeah, he's not really an aggressive driver, but he knows how to be aggressive.
There's a championship on the line. Gabe Butler is one of the most aggressive that comes out.
And 2 laps to go. We've got to get back around.
Junior split him. He's on the bottom.
Yep. Got to get back around to the white flag. We get a yellow now. That's going to set us up for a GWC attempt. But gotta make
cover
it.
that.
Ooh.
Yep, I was going to say, got to cover that middle. Scott Warren slices the nose off the gate.
Man, little dicey up front. We've been up front here, and we're going to stay up front for the white flag here for sure. Once the white flag comes out, I almost called you Anthony. It's all right. I called Anthony Zachary, so it's all right.
It's fine.
Same. Yeah. You know, white flag comes out. Whatever happens after that happens. Here we go. White flag in the air. One more time around. We're going to end this under regulation. Now, if they wreck, they wreck. So, you know.
Anything can happen.
Yeah.
I'll say, watch out for that middle there. They got a lot of cars there, a lot of good pushers. Jeff's going to have to really side draft 76 here to even have a shot.
Yeah, and here we go. The 33-76. Oh, no! We're going to have a big wreck, and that's going to...
Anthony's still straight.
Yep, Alex Giffen taking over the lead. The 126 of DuPont in second. Dave Hunt right now in third. Bubba Whittingham coming up to the outside. Who is it going to be at the line, though? Alex Giffen, Robert DuPont. Robert gonna win it. Bubba Whittingham grabbing a third here tonight. Alex Giffen in a P2. Wow!
Where's Andy? What place is he in? Anthony finished 6th, so he needs to finish at least 8 spots ahead of him.
Andy Brigante, it looks like, is gonna finish in the...
They're still wrecking.
16th spot.
Oh.
Yep.
I I think he might be short.
All right. Well, we're going to let everything kind of cycle through. We're going to let Anthony do his points, Zachary, and, we'll get all that, let him do all that finalization, and then we'll get, of course, the top 3 and the champion up here, whoever that's going to be, and then we'll go from there. So, Robert DuPont, though, grabbing the win out here tonight at the Wrangler 126. Awesome win. Awesome job by Robert, Alex, Bubba, just staying in the gas and, not giving up on, on the race, after that big wreck. So we're going to get the top 3 up here for the MaxspeedTV TV post-race show, and then we'll get the champion up here as well, whoever that's going to be, right after these messages.
Shopping for a new Chevy? Chevyland stands apart from the competition. Explore over 12 acres and more than 260 vehicles with truckloads of savings, like 10,000 off select new 2026 Silverado 1500s, 1.9% financing on Blazer and Silverado, plus the Chevyland Advantage, 12 months complimentary maintenance. That's peace of mind, only at Chevyland. And that's why we're #1 in North Louisiana. Come see the difference for yourself at Chevyland, your Silverado headquarters.
Alrighty, folks. Well, we have caught up with our second and third. Robert's mic died, unfortunately, so we're not going to be able to get Robert DuPont up here, but, congratulations to the 126 on the win out here tonight. More on that here in just a second, but we're going to go ahead and get Bubba Whittingham. And Bubba, I got to say, man, awesome finish out here tonight for you, and what a way to put it on podium too. The sponsor on podium, man, awesome job. But man, dude, it was a fight down there here tonight, not only for you and the 4 drivers battling it out for the championship, but all 29 drivers out here tonight, for the championship race, the spinal cord injury awareness here at Talladega. Man, talk about how fast that, spinal cord injury awareness NVIDIA number 6 was here this evening. The bumps and the bangs, you went through out here tonight, and how you managed to survive the big one there at the end, buddy. Awesome job.
It was that was as much fun as I think anybody will attest to how much fun that race was for all of us out there. It had a little bit of everything, but that was, primarily it was just good racing. And going to that last fuel stop there, that last stop, I came out of there. I think I was in 14th or 15th place, and I went ahead and I had a little damage on my car, so I went in there, went ahead and burned my fast repair right there at the last stop. And so here we go. And on the 80th lap, on the white flag lap, I was in 13th position. And I just kept on the inside lane that whole run. Was not going to move up, just going to stay down. And I kept waiting. And sure enough, one little accident happened. And then that big one happened right there at the end. And it just opened up in front of me there. And I was able to squirt through there and then passed 1 or 2 cars and wind up in 3rd place. And I just couldn't be happier. I'm real happy for the champions and for the contenders. But, I'm happy for myself. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, you edged out Christopher Jordan there by 81 thousandths of a second. So you were battling Jordan there for that, final podium spot. And, you were able to get around him. You did just what you needed to do to get around him, with, running side by side and no help behind either one of you. It is really hard to pass. And, you can get the edge and then they'll get the edge and then you'll get the edge and you got the edge just right at the right time. Awesome job, awesome season, for everybody, here at OP in the Spring Fling. You come into tonight, 9th in the point standings. You had a great run out here tonight. I don't know exactly where that's going to put you, for the final statistics, but I got to say, top 10, in the standings. You can't complain too much, right?
No, I'll take that to the bank and enjoy that and think about it for about 24 hours. And then, season 17, the new season starts next Monday.
Oh.
So we're looking forward to that as well.
Oh, so we're not even going to have a week off.
We are jumping right in, buddy.
Nope, we're taking the momentum. Bubba did finish 9th in standings. So
okay.
Couldn't get past Harold. He was 2 points away, but
I was following Harold that whole last run. I was following Harold in that inside lane. He was behind Anthony, and there was 1 car in front of Anthony. And I was determined I'm just going to stay down there. I was more intent on avoiding trouble for those last 15 laps or so, and just getting through and having a good finish. So anyway, I don't like to see anybody wreck out at the end, but I'll take the 3rd. That was a lot of fun.
I can't complain. Started 29th, led a lap even here tonight, finishing 3rd, finishing 9th in the points. Hey, awesome job.
Yeah, I feel good about that.
Yeah,
I feel good about that.
Well, as you said, the premiere is going to start. Next week. Got some momentum going into that. That's a whole different animal. Going into the actual premiere series. So, stepping into, different style racing, hopefully, everybody, goes out there and stays calm and collected. But I know those first race nerves, man, they can get to some people.
Well, yeah, new chapter, new car. We're going to jump in the next gen car this season, first time, and run a season in that thing. And I think everybody's excited. We feel good about where we are going into the new season. Thankful for all my admin brothers out here in OP for all 4 nights that we run. And a lot of good things, a lot of new faces this last season. We've recruited a lot of new folks. And it worked out, the timing worked out well for everybody to kind of get their feet up underneath them and get through those first race jitters. And now we're ready to launch that next season. And across the leagues, we're having a good time.
We're looking forward to being over here on Maxspeed TV. Of course, it should be right here, same time, 8:45 Eastern, 7:45 Central. So looking forward to that. I'll get more with you and Anthony and everybody else on that here throughout the week before we get into that. So, Bubba, awesome job out here tonight, third place, buddy. Thank you for the sponsorships. All across the series. We do a bunch of them. So all the sponsorships out here. And, of course, I know we'll see more of you, man. I know you've got some, final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give out here, for the awesome season and more to come. So, Mike's all yours.
Well, I want to say thank you to each and every driver, not only on Monday night, but Saturday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's what makes it. That's what makes it what it is. A bunch of great guys. Again, the admins, the whole admin team. I won't even mention all of them by name, but they've all stepped up, and we've had a great time out there. And my wife and my daughter who live here, I retired 2 months ago, and so I've been doing this a lot more than I was, and I'm thankful to have this as a pastime, as a hobby, as a sport, and as a place to hang out with friends at night. So, and I really do appreciate everything you do for us there at MaxspeedTV, TV, all the work that goes into that, and thank you to those folks that like to tune in and watch this thing, whether it's live or on replay. Appreciate all of you.
Yeah, we appreciate you too, Bubba. Go celebrate your third out here tonight. Get ready for, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and the premiere next Monday. So, go celebrate, Bubba, and we will see you Thursday night.
Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you. All right. Well, that is going to bring us here to our P2 here tonight. Alex Gifford here this evening. Alex, man, I know you're sitting on pit road here. And woo, buddy. I know you had your fair shares of scares out there here tonight. And you backed out of one of them really quickly. 4 wide. Nope, no thank you. I'm going back a little bit.
That's right.
Man, talk about the runs and the struggles and where you started mid-pack and 19th here tonight, and how you managed to survive the big ones out here tonight to grab the P2 here this evening, buddy. Awesome job.
Yeah, thank you. Man, I really don't know. I mean, just kind of worked my way up nice and smooth, and got up front. I did cause a big one. I think I side drafted somebody a little bit too hard and hooked them and kind of disrupted the field a little bit, but hopefully it didn't tear everybody up too bad. And then just got back in the game, dropped to the back, and just kept my mind clear and worked my way back up.
Well, when you fell to the back and you were kind of riding back there, was you trying to play the game a little bit about, okay, well, if hopefully a few drivers maybe gets up into a situation they don't want to be in, or was you just playing it lap by lap?
Really, I was just doing a self penalty for wrecking the field, and then just made the charge. Then I decided to just make the charge and come on back up.
Oh, did what you had to do, Alex.
Yeah. So, and luckily it was a pretty clean race there at the end, so everybody kept their head on and made for a good finish.
It got a little scary there at times, but I think me and Zachary, we were up here calling after Zachary stayed behind somebody a little bit too long. He had to park it for the rest of the night, and we won't talk about it. But he come up here to
burned it up.
Yeah, it did get hot quick, that's for sure.
Yeah,
I know Robert was struggling behind me. He had to be. He kept me up there, so really owe a lot to him. Even though congratulations to him on the win, but yeah, he had to be burning up.
Yeah. It sounded like it, from what Zachary was saying, it sounded like it got really hot down there on the track. But you were able to get it back up front, dodge the big one there at the end, and battle it out there with Robert there for the win. He beat you by 43 1,000ths of a second. So yeah, right, it was close, man. It was close. So but hey, you can't complain. P2, starting mid-pack 19th. So awesome job there in the Charlotte Pipe, and I think that's Foundry Company.
Yeah, Charlotte Pipe and Foundry.
Yeah.
Giffen Plumbing.
Giffen Plumbing. All
Yep.
right. Well,
Yes,
you know,
sir.
awesome job out there here tonight, buddy. I know you probably got a few, you know, final thought shout outs, thanks you want to give, but we got the premiere coming up next Monday. Of course, you know, more racing, you know, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. So, you looking forward to those races? And of course, you know, final thought shout outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate.
Oh yeah, just get to learn the next gen again. I hadn't drove it in a while, and other than a few real recruitment races. And man, just shout out to everybody. It was a great season. It's a fun little segment, as I was telling Anthony, and hope we have a good next season and next gen.
Yep, next gen coming up next week, buddy. We hope to see you there. So go celebrate your P2 out here tonight, and we'll see you next time, bud. Awesome job.
I
I
mean,
do want to give a quick shout out with he tied his best OP finish with another second. You know, he's got 2
Yep.
seconds. That
All
that
right.
win's knocking right around the corner. You're running that third line pretty nice, buddy, up there. So
Thank you.
we'll see you next week, okay?
All right, man. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Alex. All right. No, and I pulled him too soon. I'm bad about that. Well, Zach, you've been in that situation, you know.
Oh, I know. Yeah, we'll talk to anyone.
Yeah. He's not in the Discord here, but I do want to give a big shout out to, of course, our winner out here tonight, Robert DuPont here, man, pulling out the victory here this evening. Started 5th, led 2 laps, but of course, you know, the most important lap here for his sake, and you know the things he had to go through out here tonight as well. Pulling out the victory here this evening. Awesome job, Robert, on the win here tonight. But we have got to get down to here to our champion here this evening, and we know who that is. That is the Mellow Yellow 44 here tonight, Anthony. You needed to finish ahead so many spots from Andy, and you did just that, and bringing home the Spring Fling Championship here tonight. Awesome job. Talk about the runs this season, the run here tonight, the battles out here on the track. We got to hear from you, buddy.
Oh man, I'm more surprised than anything. It sucks for Andy. Andy having the issues that he had. I was even rooting for Andy and stuff tonight. I think we all were rooting for Andy to try to, you know, be up there and get there. Like there's a couple times at the end I had the opportunity to get clear and, you know, take a hold of my own destiny and stuff there, but I just wanted to finish. I just wanted to stay low, stay out of trouble, just get a decent finish. And, you know, if something happened and Andy got me, so be it. And Andy ended up in some trouble and just got him by a few points. But yeah, whole season started off garbage. I think I finished dead last in first race. Didn't even finish the first race. And yeah, to even have a chance at it at the end was just pretty cool.
So I've got it pulled up here. So man, by 2 points. Wow. So if you would have,
Yeah, I never got up there. I never got a chance to get up there, lead a lap, to do much of anything.
So if you
every time I tried, something happened, and I ended up in something. So
yeah, so
kind of just decided to just like ride it out.
so if you would have
Just wanted
finished,
to get up there, get some track position, and just ride it out.
yeah, well, you were able to do. So if you would have finished 8th, then y'all would have actually tied.
Yes, I would have had the tiebreaker because I have more top 5s.
Yeah.
'cause we're tied on wins.
Man.
So he would have had to at least, I think, finished 15th.
Yeah, the one
So we
spot.
didn't tie.
Yeah, one spot better than
Or no,
than
where
you.
did he finish now? 16th.
he
So he would have
finished-
had to finish
16th.
13th.
13th.
Yep, he would have had to finish 13th.
Wow, man, it was close. It was a battle throughout the whole season. So, you know, awesome job, you know, by everybody out here this season. I know it was only 8 races, but it felt like it was 30.
Yeah, it was definitely a wild season. I'll attest to that.
Yeah. Well, we got another season, coming up on us here. And I am going to be looking here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 8 races and 8 different winners, by the way.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's awesome, but
Yeah.
that's
Gotta be
crazy.
first, yeah.
Yeah, 8 races, 8 different winners. Nobody repeated. I just seen that. So, man, that was crazy. So, yeah, another season coming up on us. Premier Series starts next week. I know it's, what is it, season 17?
Yes.
Yeah, so, the next gen. I know everybody's probably, ready for that one, getting out of, these cars and getting into the next gen. What are you hoping for going into the new season? And, I know we're going to probably see some new faces as well. So kind of talk about it before we, let you go.
Well, I'm just looking forward to the new car, just finally getting into the next gen and running that out there with everybody. I think it'll go good. I think once we get a little bit more used to it, it'll definitely clean itself up, and we'll get you some good action.
Well, I think we'll find out. It all starts next week right here, 8:45 Eastern, 7:45 Central, hopefully on MaxspeedTV, TV, unless, Anthony and all the other people over here at OP has other plans that I don't know about. So
Nope, you're fine.
So
No other plan.
no other plan. All righty. Well, Anthony, I'll get with you throughout the week and everything. Awesome season. Glad to be a part of it. Awesome championship. For you, congratulations on that. Final thought, shout outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate. The championship, celebrate another awesome season, and get ready for the premiere, buddy.
Well, yeah, big shout out to you guys, MaxspeedTV, TV, Joshua, Stephen, Jeremy, everybody that's involved with what they do to help you put out what you put out. We love having you on board, so it'll be awesome going to the next season, having you do our broadcast for our next Monday night season as well. Big shout out to all the admins, Workman, Alex, Jimmy, Zach, and there's so many Zachs, and I mean Nathan, and all the guys that do what they do to try to do the best that we can, and we're definitely trying to do the best that we can and bring back some quality racing. So big shout out to those guys for everything that they do behind the scenes. All the guys we're running with tonight, the big group, a lot of people, they all knew who they are. Sucks for Andy. Big shout out to Andy. I was rooting for him, but yeah, everybody watching at home, beautiful girlfriend, mom and dad, all the drivers for showing up all season, and everybody that sponsored, everybody that did what they did this season to bring the broadcast to fruition and get you paid.
Right. Well, without iRacing being gone public, nobody would be here. Without the drivers, iRacing wouldn't be here. Without the sponsors, I wouldn't be here. So all around, Anthony, it takes everybody.
like Jimmy says, without you, there'd be no us, and that's everybody.
Yeah.
It's broadcasters, racers, drivers, admins, sponsors, viewers, everything that goes into it.
Yep.
There's a lot that goes into it, especially when OP has been around for so long, and we got four big leagues now that run pretty successfully, and it's a handful. And give it to all the guys that do what they do. Fritz on Wednesday, Fritz and Nathan on Wednesday, Workman on Monday, and Alex all around, Jimmy on Monday, and Bubba what he's been doing for Thursdays and Saturdays and the whole league as a whole, and then Adam, who's like my little helper on Thursday. So it takes a crew to man the ship, and
yep,
it sucks sometimes, but
hey, it's business. Got to
business.
Yep, got to do what you got to do. All righty, Zach English here tonight. I did that on purpose.
Did you really just do that again?
I did
Oh my God! Did you tell Workman
Yeah.
that you called me Zach earlier in the mid-race interview?
Yeah, Zach's in here. Zach's in here with
He
us.
called me Anthony when I was up here.
Are you
broadcasting
serious?
extra. Yeah, I was like, what the heck?
Oh, we both got some beef with him, man.
Dude, I think next race, Anthony, we're just going to run the same car. Just really-
You should. Same number, same car, same everything.
Same number, same
Change our
car.
name to the same thing.
Oh my gosh, I was really.
You're in for it, Josh.
Oh,
You're in for it.
golly. Oh man, I just asked for it, guys. So I guess I I put myself in that same situation. Yeah, Steven said, if you call Anthony Zach again, you might have issues. And that's what gave me that idea to call you Zach English. So, so you can blame Steven on that one.
Okay, Jeremy.
Oh, wow.
Oh man. Yeah.
Steven said, y'all don't do that. Joshua is confused enough. Wow. All righty. Wow, man. Y'all are killing me. All righty, Anthony, Zach, an awesome season, awesome spring fling. I'm going to let y'all go do y'all's things. Anthony, go celebrate. Zach, get ready for, the Premier Series. Anthony, you as well, because it's coming up right around the corner next week. So, guys, awesome job, and we'll see y'all Thursday.
Thank you much, Josh.
Yep, thank you,
Yeah,
guys.
we'll
You
see
too,
you.
Workman.
Good job, Anthony.
Thank you.
All right, well, let's go ahead, and I'm just gonna drop them into Team 1, and they can they can talk strategy with what they're gonna do to me coming up. So I'm ready for it. I am so ready for. I know, right? But I gotta say, it was an awesome season, awesome spring fling. Of course, Jimmy, you said it, because without you, there'd be no us. You got that right. So I might be fired. I might be. You never know. You never know. You never know what they got planned. So they might have you broadcast it on Maxspeed TV. Boy, that would definitely be a low blow, wouldn't it? It'd be like, what? Wait a minute. No, I don't think, Anthony. They know I joke around and have fun with it. So, but it was an awesome season. Big shout out to all the sponsors, that got together and, got this thing going on. I mean, we had a bunch of them, and I'm going to go ahead and, just this season alone, we had, Jeff Crosby Jr., Jeff Crosby Sr., Les Levy, Andrew Schroeder, and Bubba Winningham. Sponsoring these races this season. A couple of them did a couple of races, but, nevertheless, without all the sponsors, this would not be capable. So, awesome job to all the sponsors out here tonight. So, looking forward to the Premier Series coming up next Monday night. Of course, Thursday night, we get back into action with the TNT Series in the 87s right here on MaxspeedTV. TV. But let's go ahead and get down here to the official results, because that has already been confirmed here tonight. Robert DuPont surviving the big wreck, getting around everybody, coming across the line 43 hundredths of a second ahead of Alex Giffen to grab the win out here tonight. Alex Giffen there in second. Bubba Whittingham as well surviving the big ones there and just staying in it and not looking back, edging out Christopher Jordan there for that final podium spot in the third. And Christopher Jordan in fourth. And the top five is going to be Dave Hunt. Anthony English is going to finish in sixth, but he is going to be our Spring Fling Champion this season for season one. Nicholas Wing in seventh. Gabe Butler in eighth. Jeff Crosby Jr. ninth. And Alex Green 10th. Eric Laurie in 11th. Scott Warren in 12th. Jason Berg 13th. Harold Rothery 14th. And Jesse Meyer in 15th. Andy Brigante 16th. Man, tough break for Andy. Man. Les Levy in 17th. Chris Breidenbaker in 18th. Mark Mann 19th. And Andrew Schroeder in 20th. Chris Coleman, 21st. David Overstreet, 22nd. Jeff Crosby Sr., 23rd. Aaron Walker, 24th. Ron Deal, 25th. Zachary Workman, 26th. Brent Wolf, 27th. John Spizek, 28th. And Jason Johnson rounding out our 29-car field here tonight. But our winner here this evening, Robert DuPont, bringing it home into victory lane here tonight. Awesome job by everybody. A big shout-out to everybody out there. Got a meatball. Yeah, oof. Yeah, that'll hurt. That'll definitely hurt. But a big shout out to everybody out there for tuning in here tonight. You know, we'll be off tomorrow night, Wednesday night, back in action Thursday, off Friday, back in action Saturday, Sunday, and then the premiere fires up Monday. So we got a lot of racing left to do here on MaxspeedTV. TV. But until next time, folks, stay safe. Thank you all again, and have a good night. Monday night and the caution's off you. Got the premier boys lined up 2 by 2. Discord's buzzing, everybody's feeling right. Yeah, the green flag's waving under stadium lights. Talladega draft and Daytona 2. Unlimited boys coming thundering through. Grand National Wednesday, TNT on Thursday night. Everybody